Just like that, we're going to get into the show. Welcome to the show that is so bad, it might be good. Now, from the start, I said that Trump's tariff play was a strong hand at the table. He came into the casino like a king. Now, the bargaining is actually in full effect, with over 100 countries scrambling to negotiate exemptions as Trump decides to pause tariffs for 90 days. The 104% China tariff, it is on pause. It ignited a full-blown shit show, and it has been put on pause for the moment. On the docket today, Bitcoin futures went full rocket ship. We'll check to see if it's fuel or fumes. Trump's tariff blow past 100%. Crypto flinches. We'll see who's crying in the charts. Why have they turned green? What has just happened? Binance smells stress in the air and opportunity as well. XRP ETF hits the scene like it owes somebody money. What is happening? Ethereum is digging new lows. It has just seen a reversal. Stellar and Shiba Inu, everybody is in the reverse at the moment. MO heads to Solana because where else would cool kids go? Check Dorsey says Bitcoin better shape up or risk being the next MySpace. Russia drops a crypto tax tool that I fucked around with last night, and it's actually quite interesting. And the Department of Justice decided to shut down crypto crime unit right after a $30 million meme coin rug pull. Chaos to clarity, noise to narrative. It is Wednesday, April 9th. Welcome to the Daily Quest, the show that is basically Solana. Fast, furious, and occasionally on fire. Before we get into more news, let's check the number for the nerds and see what the heat map looks like. And holy shit, can you say Jolly Green Giant? We will take this. Bitcoin currently trading at $82,386, up 7.4% on the day. Ethereum seeing a 12% rebound, coming in at $16.41. XRP over the $2 mark, up 11.7%. BNB up 4.9%. Solana up 13.6%. We love Solana, trading at $119 at this moment in time. Cryptocurrency fear index fell all the way down to the extreme 18-degree zone. We do not like that. Yesterday it was at a 24. Bitcoin dominance, it is down. Ethereum dominance somehow is on the rise. We did a deep dive on that yesterday. We will see where it ends up post-tariff 90 days. Most visited meme coins by market cap: AIC, Trump, Doge, Shiba Inu, and Pepe. Everybody is in the green except AIC. Trump trading at $7.80. Is this an entry for anybody into the Trump ecosystem? Please leave word in the comments. I will not read them. Next up, Pump.Fund. These guys are back in the mix. They have launched 14,565 tokens in the last 24 hours. They don't care if tariffs come or go. They are pumping out tokens. Now, Bitcoin futures volume, it exploded nearly 300% in the last 48 hours amid geopolitical tension. What has been happening? We saw open interest signals falling as traders decided to choose short-term moves without lasting conviction. All of those people who just sold are absolutely shitting the bed. This space is so difficult to gauge. It happens so fast. That is why I reiterate all the time, you must show up every day. Even when it seems like everything is in the shitter, something happens and it just turns around. You need to be a part of flipping the script. You do that by showing up every day. That's it. Show up every day. Next up, we are looking at U.S. tariffs on China. The spike to 104%. It rattled markets. Bitcoin fell over 3% as crypto leaders suggest that chaos could push investors toward decentralized assets. We did not see that happen. Now that the tariffs are off, all of the narrative is going to change. We are going to see people think about the narrative they have been following because a lot of people were in the wrong, especially people who decided to lose conviction in crypto over the last few days and sell. You have to believe in what you're doing. Do that by showing up every day. It's not that difficult. It is a simple recipe to success, I promise you. Richard Tang. He is Binance's current CEO. He's growing on me. He has a pocket square that I fucking think is ridiculous. So I have a hard time listening to him when he's wearing his pocket square in his blazer. Other than that, he is decided that crypto adoption is going to accelerate through all of the turmoil that has been coming down the pike. They are going to be bringing fast payments across the board to everybody. We mentioned Google Pay, Apple Pay yesterday. These things are real. They are game changers. When I got into the space to onboard money into this ecosystem was a joke. It was a fool's errand. It is going to be as easy as moving money with Apple Pay. We are getting there, and that is really going to be a game changer. Think if you're not a techie or a web savvy person or an older person. The complexity of the UX and UI for crypto is alarming. It has been a deterrent, possibly by design, while we figure out exactly what's going on. But people like Binance and Richard Tang, they are going to bring the masses, and we're talking the masses. Ethereum's their 2x XRP ETF, it debuts with record activity, giving traders leverage exposure to signaling momentum for crypto's growing role in mainstream financial infrastructure. If you go to my Substack, there is an interview link to this conversation, and it is interesting and worth your time, in my opinion. We saw Ethereum slump to a multi-year low against the Bitcoin pair. We talked about it yesterday. I am not going to beat this down anymore. I said that I was a buyer of Ethereum at $1,000. I think we just saw a huge market sentiment change across the board. I think Bitcoin will lead this rally. It was also interesting to see Ethereum dominance pick up recently. So does it still have a narrative that will last? The verdict is still out. I am a proponent of Solana. I still love Ethereum though. I do not know if it has the staying power. I find it really interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how some of these new upgrades and larger blob space and all of the things that people don't like to talk about, but are actually changing the Ethereum ecosystem. Is it too little, too late? Will it be enough to get people to switch? And I always have to say the new kid on the block is always going to be the attention stealer. Ethereum has a shit ton of competition. Will they be able to rise to the demand? The verdict is out. Watching the market just devour Ethereum over the past 3 or 4 months it's been rough to see. It's been rough to see. Next up, we have Stellar. It is risking the death cross. Shiba Inu is fighting to hold support, and Bitcoin, it was battling for $80,000 earlier. It is absolutely on fire. All of these technicals have literally just gone out the window. Everybody is going to be recalculating their charts as we wait for the top of this little movement we're on. How high do we see these numbers go in the short term? Shiba Inu, they have so many things going on. They've got this burn rate mechanic trying to devour this unlimited supply of what tokens there are. There's not an unlimited supply, but there are so many Shiba Inu tokens. They've instituted measures to figure out a way to just burn large amounts of these tokens, trying to increase the value of the remaining tokens. It has been unsuccessful. The burn rate deteriorated recently, and that is alarming. It just means sometimes that some of the older investors have decided to leave that ecosystem. We just saw the script flipped with the tariff pause. Everybody that decided to leave yesterday is wrecked today. They are, trust me, wrecked. And as I said yesterday, I do my news late at night. So I was up till almost 4 a.m. putting together all of my reports and analytics. And it was a mess last night. I did not feel great going to bed. I slept with a red market in my head. And I woke up this morning and just saw the news and just saw the eruption of activity. And it's awesome. It's fucking awesome. So all of these stories, they're kind of not even worth getting into because the script and the narrative is going to change. I am going to dive deep on this in the Substack that comes out tomorrow morning. So if you do not subscribe, you absolutely should. We have MO. They are expanding to Solana. They are partnering with CAS to launch new stablecoins on Solana to challenge the USDC dominance as it diversifies in the monetary ecosystem. They are a great mechanism to have in this ecosystem. And I think stablecoins on Solana makes a whole lot of sense. Jack Dorsey, he has warned that Bitcoin is possibly facing irrelevance. You know what, I'm not even going to dignify that with any more attention, period. Russia, they decided to launch a crypto tax calculator for miners. It is pulling data from exchanges like Binance as it tightens oversight and eyes $1 billion tax windfall. So the Russian government put this calculator out to figure out exactly how much juice your miner is using and how much money you should be paying to the government. And trust me, these calculators are counting every single penny. So it is going to be interesting to see how this plays out. People were mining basically for free for a long time in comparison to the road that is being laid out in front of us. The Department of Justice decided to shutter its crime crypto unit just as MELANIA, Trump's meme coin team, dumped $30 million, raising red flags over this whole skerbopple. We don't know what happened. We will get to the bottom of it. If you're still craving crypto clarity, join the Discord, tune in daily, find the Daily Quest wherever you get your podcasts, or hit the link in my bio if you would like to subscribe to our Substack. That is what I have to say. You guys enjoy all the things. Stay out of trouble. Boom.
Down the rabbit hole we go, creatures gotta feel the flow. Riding rhythms here to stay, on the quest but led astray. Power up, hearts can dance, on Solana take a chance. Get on your quest, 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 with Richard's quest, quest, quest.